But how much does that matter to you?
Not at all. It doesn't matter to me or him. Both of us are trying to get a team win. You know, so we hardly ever talk about an individual matchup, and we hardly ever guard each other. So we're both out there just trying to get a win.
I mean, how much did you know? I mean, you're scouting him way more than anyone else because you've been playing against him your whole life. How much do you take that into account when you're trying to strategize against him? When you're facing up against him, you get a rebound and he's there guarding you.
Not a whole lot. I mean, we know each other's game really well, obviously, just because we played against each other growing up and stuff. But everyone in this league knows each other. My teammates knows them just as well as I do. So I don't think it's too much of an advantage.
How did you guys end up playing somewhat different styles of play? How did that end up? Was that kind of just trying to counteract each other's strengths?
A little bit. We have some of the same strengths. I think it's just, you know, what different things we worked on, different, you know, college coaches. We have the same high school coach, so a lot of similarities in how we run the floor, a lot of that stuff. So some things are similar and different.
So when do you guys get to compete against each other for real, where we actually are going head-to-head, winner at the end gets to talk trash to the next guy until the next time?
Sometimes in the summers we'll go against each other, but even then it's, you know, we're both trying to help each other out and trying to, you know, help them improve on each other's game.
What about non-basketball, though? Must be something you guys compete
on everything. Yeah. Everything off the floor. We're always making everything into competition, so it makes it fun.
All right, well, that was Cody Zeller and I talking about the rivalry between his brother, which on the court is pretty much nothing because they are super sweet, wonderful human beings. Now, let's talk about what those guys did to each other. So Cody, Tyler went head-to-head. Cody eviscerated Tyler. What happened there?
They don't really guard each other that much, which I find kind of odd. But either way, they have different matchups.
But Cody went at him a lot of times.
Cody did go at him a lot of times. Tyler didn't play all that much. He got just under 16 minutes in this game. But yeah, Cody was. We saw why he was the fourth pick or so in the draft, and why Tyler slipped to the middle of the first round. Cody's a better prospect. He had a better game tonight, and I think Cody is now 6-0 against Tyler in their professional careers, I believe, which has nothing to do with the individual matchup, but Cody obviously got the best of both of them tonight.
Because you know what? Cody just went off in the first half. That's what really opened up that lead for the Hornets. I mean, I know Kemba was fantastic. He was scoring relentlessly. But, I mean, Cody, just the way that he was taking it to the Celtics down low, whether it was Zeller or Solinger or Linnick, whoever was trying to guard him, I mean, there was no answer for the Celtics against Zeller. They could not stop him. He went 8 for 8 from the field tonight in 33 minutes. He was he was perfect. It was such a great
points
performance.
On 8 shots. That's about as efficient as you can get.
That is pretty good. So, yeah. So
it's not bad.
That wasn't very pretty. And I think that the Celtics, they need to reconsider the way they defend the rim. They've been having a lot of trouble with it.
They've been trying to reconsider that all season.
They've been trying to reconsider it for a while.
Let's reconsider again.
Ever since PJ Brown left, but maybe they need PJ again. But I don't know. PJ's like 42 by now. He probably isn't good to go anymore.
He's around.
Maybe we'll sign Scott Pollard or Dwayne Schnitzis. Is that even how you pronounce it? I don't remember. I was too young. But
is he alive?
I hope so. Jeez. But they can't protect the rim, whether it's bigs or it's opponents driving. I mean, we talked about it in the first part of the episode, was the Kemba Walker drive on Brandon Bass. So Brandon Bass and him got a matchup on a switch. Walker took him left, was able to blow by him, and barely got off a finger roll. But nobody was able to rotate down and protect the rim on that one. It's really a one-on-one there. I know Bass was usually the guy that would be the one that would protect the rim there. But the Celtics aren't doing – the Celtics switch a lot on pick and rolls. And the big men are getting caught on an island. God, I can't even get that out. And they are not doing a good job of adapting to having somebody else protect the rim. And it seems like the defense on the surface level is good, but when they kind of get picked apart a little bit, they're having trouble figuring out how to adapt.
Just to go back to this summer, Danny Ainge said what they needed most, a rim protector. He failed to get one. Now you're seeing the product out on the court. Ainge is a smart guy. He knows what they need. He knows that he didn't get what he needed, and we're going to see the Celtics struggle with, you know, blocking shots, changing shots in the paint until they get that type of player.
Well, you got to hope for Okafor, I guess. Or Burner for Turner. I don't know.
Did you just create that?
I'm sure I read that somewhere, but that was off the top of the head. So, all right, let's kind of run through this here. The trade that happens. Oh, my God. Holy bleep. It was unbelievable. I can't believe that. The thing that's driving me crazy, and I'm still not comprehending it, is why did Cleveland get Oklahoma City's first-round pick instead of the Knicks? It seems like the Knicks, who gave up two rotation guys who are severely underachieving, they should be getting the draft pick compensation. They're getting a second-round pick.
In 2019.
What the hell happened?
It's crazy. I still haven't completely, wrapped my head around all of it. So J.R. Smith and Shumpert are going to go to Cleveland, and Cleveland gives up Dion Waiters and essentially nobody else and still gets that first-round pick back. So, Cleveland improves their rotation, you would think. I mean, Waiters and KYRIE have been kind of having some trouble. You would have
JR's numbers are like the same as Waiters' numbers, and then you add Shump to the mix,
Shumpert, a good young prospect. You don't know what they're going to be in Cleveland. We're just going to have to find out. But to think that, you see the Rondo trade that just happened and the value that they're going to get back there for Rondo, this is going to be, a similarly ranged pick in this upcoming draft, most likely, if OKC can make the playoffs, that the Cavs are going to bring back for Dion Waiters. That seems like the Cavs made out pretty nicely there. And then the Knicks just sit back and say, we'll cut a bunch of salary and you can give us a second-round pick in 4.5 years. And we'll take it.
The Knicks are desperate for draft picks, and they didn't get the draft pick that moved. I don't have an explanation for it.
Dumping the salary must have been equally as important to them, and they're going to cut Samuel Dalembert on top of it, so, this is going to get ugly for them before they can build this back up.
And you look at what Cleveland does. They had two guys. I mean, they got rid of Waiters, who was underachieving a bit. They got two guys that are really underachieving, one that's having health issues, and Shump. They get those guys, they get the pick, and now they have the space to try to get Timofey Mozgov, better center prospect, could be a solid fill-in for Varejao. So this is a massive win for Griffin, for the Cavs, all around. And now Dave Blatt,
you would think so. We'll see if J.R. Smith not mess anything up.
But I mean, Dave Blatt, who is a guy that there were rumors, probably maybe false, maybe not, that he could be on the hot seat. You bring in J.R. Smith, the most ridiculously crazy player pretty much in the entire NBA. It's going to be either a recipe for massive success or massive disaster.
It's going to be interesting. I wish I could offer more insight. We're just going to have to watch.
You can just sit here with your jaw on the floor. That'd be enough insight probably. Okay, so let's go to box and ball now. So I'll start with my stat of the night. It is the minutes between the Zeller brothers. We have 15:48 for Tyler Zeller and 33:12 for his brother Cody. And Cody destroyed him. 8 for 8 from the field, 20 points. More than double his brother. His brother's the main guy in the Celtics rotation. Is that he was going to town on his brother that Stevens had to pull him from the rotation in the second half. So what's your stat of the night?
My stat of the night is going to be 48-33. That was the rebounding advantage that the Hornets had tonight. Celtics get out-rebounded by 15. Ever since the Rondo trade, they have been slipping rebounding the ball. They were a very good team with Rondo. They've become, an okay team post-Rondo. Who would think that getting rid of Rondo, they've maintained their assists, they've kept passing the ball, but they can't rebound the ball anymore.
It's a weird, weird league that we cover.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So then, who was your baller then?
My baller of the night, I got to give it to James Young. I'm a big James Young fan. I just like what he brings to the table. I was happy for him tonight that he was able to, get his chance. He stepped in and he took advantage of it. 13 points, 5 of 7 shooting, 3 of 4 from downtown. He only got 1 rebound, no assists. He's been a little more active in Maine, so we'll see if maybe that can come to him throughout the rest of the season. But scoring comes naturally to him, and he showed that tonight.
And then for me, show some eighth men some love. Let's give it to Jay Crowder on my end. Eighth man shined again.
He was going to go with Kemba Walker, but he loves the eighth man so much that he had to change it.
I love my boys. I love my eighth men. Let's finish it with Jay here. New theme song for this month, This Hymn by John Gannon, produced by Teddy Roxpin. 2 of my favorite people in the whole world. I love you guys. Thank you for making some amazing music. You can buy that on iTunes. Let's finish the show. For Julian, for Jared, this is the Garden Report. Peace out.
Peace.
Yeah, that's a big part. It's not even coached, I think, for the most part. Like I said, guys, us NBA players should always come here ready to play hard. It's not on the coaches. It's not on anybody. It's on us as players. And I think that's first and foremost for us. We got to hold ourselves accountable. And you always have to come ready to play. Without a coach yelling at you, without any of that stuff happening, you should always come ready to play a basketball game. That's what we get. That's what we here for. That's our job.
Yeah, John Gannon and Teddy Roxpin from Boston to California.